Hey guys, so today's video is going to be on this makeup look that I have on here, and I don't really know what to call this. It'll be in the title. So basically I've been wearing this look a lot lately to like work and everything, and I always get like so many compliments, so many questions on how I did it, the colors I used. My coworkers asked me, please make a video so I can do this for work, so I figured I'd make a video on this. I really hope you guys enjoy this look, and if you would like to see how I got the look, then please keep on watching. So the first thing I'm doing is priming with NARS Primer as always, and then I am taking Velvet Cream eyeshadow from Bare Minerals, and using a Lancome flat brush, I'm going to press that under my eyebrow. Now because this look is very dark, there's a lot of sparkliness going on, smokiness, I am doing my eyes first, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my face makeup. So after that, I'm taking Rule from MAC, which is a medium orange that's not so bright. It's still very orange, but not as bright as the other oranges we sell. So I'm using a Lancome blending brush to apply that in the crease, inner corner to the outer corner. I'm going a little heavier on the outer corners though, just to have a little bit more of a opaque color there. But I am making sure I really blend it all the way across and also up into that highlight color so that they transition really nicely from one to the other. After that, I'm going to be taking Brown Script from MAC, and I love using this color with this kind of look. So I'm going to take that with the Estee Lauder blending brush and put that a little deeper in the crease, and again go from the outer corner all the way to the inner corner, again keeping the outer corner a little deeper than the inner corner. And this is a perfect way to deepen up orange and keep it orange but not so like vibrant orange, if that makes sense. So it still stays really warm. So next I'm taking this Colourpop eyeshadow in the color Bay. I am using a lot of Colourpop colors that I recently got. I got like their Christmas set and a couple other things, so I'm going to start using these a lot more often. So I'm going to start with that on that same Lancome brush and start pressing that on the eyelid. You guys know I like really like weird contrasting looks that don't really make sense when you start putting them on, but then kind of once you get to the end it looks really cool. So I love the contrast of this purpley blue contrasting against the orange. It just looks really cool and different. So I'm really just pressing that on the eyelid. As you can see, these are super pigmented. And then after that, I'm going to take another Colourpop eyeshadow in the color Partridge. This was from one of their holiday sets, the Not a Box of Chocolate set. And using the same brush, I'm going to press that right on top of the Bay color. And I'm doing this just to get a little bit more of like a turquoisey effect, because Partridge is a little more of like a green and Bay is a little bit more blue. So when you're mixing them together, it kind of turns to be like a purpley, turquoisey, brown-ish, weird kind of thing. Again, going with that like weird color combination thing, but it looks really cool. So then I'm taking another Colourpop shadow, and this is the color Doe-a-deer from that same holiday set. And this is a matte, really dark purple. Very similar to something like maybe Shadowy Lady from MAC, but sort of like if you mix Shadowy Lady and Contrast from MAC together. So it's like a dark purple, but a little more purpley. Ranting, don't need to go there. Anyway, so I'm using a MAC 228 brush to start applying that in my outer corner. I like to use this brush to start creating my line. You guys know I love a cat eye shape. I try to deviate from it and try something new, but I keep going back because I just love it so much. So pressing that on the corner in that little V shape. And then I'm going to go in with Deep Damson, one of my favorite eyeshadows of all time. I started out with a MAC 226 brush, but I ended up switching it back to the Estee Lauder blending brush. And I'm sort of just using this color to transition from that deep purple to the orange in the crease. So this is kind of like right in between a purple and a reddish kind of color. So it's going to go perfectly to make them really blend into one another. And it's also going to make the purpley undertone of that mix of Bay and Partridge. It's going to make that kind of stand out a little more. It's a really, really cool combination. You guys should try this because it's just like, it looks so weird and cool on your eyes. So again, just kind of blending that transition and then pulling the Deep Damson a little bit across the crease. So now I'm using Sugarpill's Loose Eyeshadow in the color Lumi, which is kind of like a transparent white kind of situation with a bluish teal duochrome kind of look to it. And this is going to, again, intensify the teal a little bit and bring that out a little more. So I'm using the same Lancome brush to press that on my inner corner, and I like to sort of pull it up over top of my eyelid just a little bit on the inner corner, just so that those colors really fade well into each other and you're not seeing any like start and stop of the eyeshadow colors, because in this particular look you want it to be really blended and everything to sort of just really nicely transition from one to the next. So then I'm taking Raisinette Technakohl Liner. This is one of the new Technakohl liners that launched recently. We came out with 27 new colors of Technakohl liners. Are so amazing, water resistant, like long wearing, twist up so it's easy. It's just awesome. And it's just a matte purple, dark purple. So I put that on, and then I think this was Bay I'm putting on. No, it wasn't. I'm just kidding. It is doe-a-deer, the dark purple. I'm using that with the same 228 brush and smudging that under the eyeliner. And then I am taking Bay first and applying that on just the inner corners of the lower lash line, and then layering partridge on top of that, just like we did on the eyelid, just again to get the more teal look. And then after that, we're going to go in with Lumi to finish and kind of pull that around the bottom lash line so that it all kind of makes sense and comes together and it just looks kind of fluid. So after that, I went in with a little deep damson on the same exact brush and sort of started buffing underneath the darker purple color we have, just to make it blend down a little bit easier, and so it wasn't just like a hard line of purple, because I do really like the under eye to look blended. And I'm making silly faces at this point. So then I am taking that same Raisinette liner, and I am going to tight line under my eyelashes. And sorry if you can start hearing something in the background. My computer starts turning the fan on as soon as I start recording. So then after that, I'm using the Esqido Lashes in the style Unforgettable, which is one of my favorites. It's a very light kind of eyelash, but it still looks like you're wearing eyelashes, and they're a bit longer on the outer corner. So what you want to do when you're using mink eyelashes is first do your mascara. There are only certain situations where I will do my mascara afterwards, but 99% of the time you want to do your mascara first when using mink lashes. That way you don't get any mascara onto the actual hairs. So I'm using the MAC in Extreme Dimension mascara, and today I'm using the regular black. I prefer the 3D black, but I don't have any of the 3D black right now. I just have the regular one, so it's not as dark, which I hate, but whatever. So then I used Revlon's black precision lash glue, and then I'm using these lash tweezers from Ulta to kind of set down the outer corner of the eyelashes. I like to do that first, and then once the corner is down, I will take and sort of press in the inner corner with the tweezers, and then go along the entire lash band and press them into my lash line to make sure it's like stuck all the way across. And I didn't do eyeliner with this look. You totally could, and it would look awesome, but I didn't want to take away from the eyeshadow on the top lash line, and I didn't want to take away from the look of the eyelashes either. So now I'm using the YSL Fusion Ink Foundation in the color B50. I literally tried this for a couple days, and it has already been returned. I usually never return anything, but this stuff was terrible. It smelled nice. It made me break out though. It had that typical like watermelon-y smell that a lot of YSL things have, but it made me break out, and on top of that, it's supposed to be 24-hour wear. I'm sorry, honey, but this lasted for like 5 hours, to be completely honest, and then it was just like wearing off patchy really weird. So no, ma'am, I was not about that life, and it was like $60, so that went right back to the store. But I will say it did leave a very flawless kind of coverage, but again, it did not last long enough from this oily skin. So then I'm going to be using MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I think I used NC20 so that it was lighter but not so crazy bright. And then I'm using an Estee Lauder foundation brush to press that in. Any brush will do for this, to be completely honest. The Estee Lauder one is not completely necessary. It's just what I had sitting next to me. So I'm going to use that to conceal under my eyes. I kind of press it in, and then I like to pull that up next to the eyeshadow to really make sure that's nice and crisp. And then I'm going right back with Deep Damson one more time to touch that up, just in case any concealer got on top of that eyeshadow. I still want to be able to really see that standing out and being blended. So then I'm using Mineralized Skin Finish in Light Plus, with a 127 brush. I think that's the number of this one. We have this now permanently at all MAC locations. Oh, just kidding. All MAC freestanding stores. This one is blue because it was from the summer collection, but you can get it in just the regular black handle all the time now. And I'm using the natural side to press in that mineralized skin finish. I absolutely love this brush for setting my under eye concealer. And then I'm using my mineralized skin finish in the color Medium Golden, which is my new favorite mineralized skin finish color we've come out with. And I'm just going to use that to set the foundation because I love being matte overall, and then I like adding my own wet dewiness looking thing with highlighting powders. I do not prefer to have the dewiness from the foundation. So I do like to set my foundation, keeps it staying on, makes it look nice and smooth and amazing. So next I am going to be doing my eyebrows, and I'm using my favoriteest brow product of the moment. I use Dipbrow in Blonde. Going in with a contouring color, geez, I think this one is Shadester. It might not be. I'm not sure. I will put it down below whatever color this was from MAC. It's one of their Pro Sculpting Powders. And I'm using a MAC 116 brush, I believe, which is a kind of like paddle blush brush to apply that contour. I've been using things other than bronzer recently because I've been trying to have more of like a contoured look and less of a bronze look. Oh wait, just kidding, that's not a MAC brush. That is that little egg-shaped mini brush from Sigma, and mine is old, so it has the old numbers, so I have no idea what number it is, but it's that egg-shaped one. And then I am going in with Modern Mandarin blush from MAC. It's one of our newest shades, and it is absolutely stunning. Pretty light, soft orange with a beautiful sheen to it. It looks so gorgeous. So I'm just applying that on the cheek. I like to layer that over the contour color so that they really blend nicely together and that they're seamless and that you can't tell where one starts and one stops. And then I'm using my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. This is a new purchase for me. To be honest, guys, it's okay. I'm not going to return it. I'm going to keep using it until it's gone. But like, it's not my favorite. I feel like it kind of looks gray on me. And whether I have a tan to where I'm like an NC40, NC35, or when my tan fades and I'm like an NC20, no matter which way, it kind of looks grayish or something. I don't know. I mean, it's good, but, you know, was it worth 40 whatever dollars it was? I'm still not sure, but like I said, I'm going to keep it anyway. So I just put that everywhere because I want to look wet. And then after that, I'm going to do my lips. I'm using Strip Down pencil from MAC, which has been one of my favorites lately. Beautiful, medium to lightish brown. No, it's more medium. Definitely more medium. So I'm going to just line my lips with that and fill them in as well with the same lip liner because I think it looks cray-cray when you just have a line around your lips and you don't fill them in. And then I'm going to be using this lipstick from MAC in the color Flair for Finery, which is one of my favorite nudes of all time. I know it was limited edition. Sub in something like Japanese Maple from MAC or like even Blankety would look nice with this. And that is the finished look. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.